Today is a great day to start your own podcast. Whether you're looking for a new marketing channel, have a message you want to share with the world, or just think you'll have fun with your own talk show, podcasting is an easy, inexpensive, and a fun way to expand your reach online. Buzzsprout is hands down the easiest and best way to launch, promote, and track your podcast. Your show can be online and listen in all major podcast directories, such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and many more, within minutes of finishing your recording. Podcasting isn't hard when you have the right partners, and the team at Buzzsprout is passionate about helping you succeed. Join over 100,000 podcasters already using Buzzsprout to get your message out to the world. Let's create something great together.
I thought that was a wig.
Do what?
I thought Scoob pulled out a wig. I was like, wait a minute.
Oh, you thought?
3, 2, 1.
You are now about to enter the hottest podcast on the planet.
It's your boy DJ Superman.
It's your girl SoSo.
Peace, it's ya.
What's up? It's your boy Scooby.
Now get ready. You just entered the Tough Talk podcast with the Tough Talk crew.
What's going on, everybody? We are back with the Tough Talk podcast, Tough Talk crew. Hope everybody is loving life and having a good time. But before we get into everything, let's go ahead and introduce the crew. We have SoSo the plug.
Oh, yeah.
She here. Russell got Scooby on deck.
What up? I'm here.
And of course, they have me, DJ Superman. Y'all won't be able to make it this episode, but it's okay. She'll be back for the next one. But as we keep this thing moving, did anybody have anything interesting going on this past week? I know we've had busy things going on, Valentine's Day, all kinds of stuff going on. What y'all might have had happen.
I went back to work.
From your hiatus, right?
I went back to work. Yeah, it was work. That's what it was.
And it was like, you well, now it's time to come on back in. That's what it was.
So it was work, man. Yeah, that's about it.
Any coworkers kind of like you good, or like was everything just cool?
They happy I'm back because they're not getting bomb rushed. There ain't a whole bunch of people there. That was short staff. So
I can see you on that one. So I know you stay busy.
Yeah, I've been everywhere.
Everywhere with a mask on. No, go ahead.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely. Nope, just out here trying to see what I did. It's so bad.
But I know I got to look back at my calendars. I'm like, what did I do this past week?
Yeah, this week I attended a couple of events and about to head out to another one and getting ready for my 40th birthday.
Right.
It's coming up on Saturday. Pisces season is coming. It's upon us.
It's upon us.
Yes. So, got the good vibes going on. Got 2 parties, my personal party and then my R&B show.
Okay, how about to say, because the R&B show is the Saturday one, right?
No.
Reverse. Okay, so that's the Sunday one.
Sunday.
Okay.
No. Sunday is the private party and Tuesday is R&B.
Then where Saturday come in at?
Originally, I was going to do something on Saturday. Saturday's my actual birthday.
Got you. Okay. Because I know I saw Sunday. I was like, wait a minute. I know I'm not misreading stuff.
So, I don't know if you guys want to come. I know AB is going to be on the R&B show Tuesday. So I don't know which one you guys would want to come to if you can. But either way, it's a party.
Yeah. I'm trying to make it. Let's see here. That's tomorrow, ain't it? Or next week?
Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Pisces season next week.
Next Tuesday.
I'll keep up with the horoscope stuff. But when someone say hashtag Pisces, then I'm like, okay, now we in the next one. All right.
Here we go.
Yeah,
That's
I'm the first day. On the
Okay.
first day,
okay. Got it. Now, which one is Pisces?
the fish.
Fish. Okay. That mean y'all like water or something and like.
We're great people. That's all that matters.
Okay. All right.
Nothing else matters.
Nothing
Right.
else. Nothing
Right.
even matters at all. Except that Pisces, and we're great. We love everyone, and everyone uses us. They're mean to us, but we still love them. We're the best people ever. We're so nice.
Oh,
Don't make us mad.
Okay. For some reason, I feel like there's another side to the story, but we're gonna roll with it.
That's all that matters. I'm telling you.
Okay. All right. Let's see what I had going this week. Oh yeah. So I don't know why I'm just not going through this book because I'm like so super late to the world, and after like going through it, I'm realizing, oh, that's why all this stuff is happening right now. But I'm going through Rich Dad Poor Dad, and man, it's like opening up the eyes to how everything works, and just like, geez, man, like why wasn't I reading this book like a long time ago? Like if I read this book 20 years ago, I'd be like good right now. Like I feel like so behind. Like it's bad, man. Like third eye open, let's go. But I know what I need to do now, so it's all good. See, Friday, I had the Valentine Masquerade Ball. That was kind of cool. A lot of cool outfits, a lot of cool masks. I was in the VIP room. DJ Easy and Aunt Dizzle from Hot 981 was in the main room. They were doing their thing. I think Easy was in the beginning of the night, and then Aunt finished the night. But either way, they had the main room. That was a good time. Saturday, I had my son. We were going downtown doing some Pokemon and whatnot, but it was cold as a mug. I'm sitting here trying to like catch stuff and my hands shaking and everything else. I'm like, man, like, you sure you want to be out here? He's like, yeah, I'm good. I'm like, all right. Oh, there go another Pokeball. I can't. Like, it was. We made it work though. It was all right. And then that night, I was back at Bonjour Crate. Cool vibes again. Pretty much everybody just like kind of like whatever, drinking, having a good time. Good food also. If you haven't been to downtown Greenville, Bonjour Crate, they got some good food. And then on Sunday, my boo thing was in the fashion show for the Lovers of Fashion Experience. They had several designers from Atlanta and all over come present their outfits, and they had different models display them on the runway. She was one of the models for, I know, at least 3 of the designers that I can remember. Let me pull up the stuff so y'all can check their IG page out, see what they got going on. Because some of the outfits, I was like, oh, okay, y'all doing it. Because like when you see people from the ground up, it's like, oh, okay. Just different vibes and stuff. The
Who
3
just left us.
That's cool. He come right back. It's the video. So one of them was Model Material Brand. That's just MODEL MATERIAL brand BRAND. The other one was Told Boutique. TOLD BOUTIQUE. And make sure I'm saying this right. Yanni's Intimacy. Yeah, Yanni's Intimacy. Yeah, so YONISINTIMACY. Yeah, y'all had really dope outfits. I was very impressed. I was like, okay, this is what's up. But yeah, and shout out to my boo, Olivia Jennings. Shout out. Sliding right in there. That was a dope show. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had going on this week. So
Word.
But just randomly, real quick, it's Black History Month. I did just want to just like throw this out there or whatever, because every time this month come around, this is the only thing that I for me it just follows me. All right, so I'm not saying there's anything necessarily wrong with Black History Month, but this is my gripe with Black History Month. I feel that we don't go deep enough in that month. Like, to me, I feel it's more so the history there and after that African slaves created History Month, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, we're only acknowledging the things that we were able to come into after the fact. You know what I mean? But my thing is, okay, now we can like trace DNA and figure out the real deal. You know what I mean? Why aren't we taking that, extra step to like really like dig into the roots and figure out, okay, this is where we actually came from, and there and after. That's just kind of like what I'm going with it. You know what I mean?
I get it. It's not. It's more or less we acknowledge the more top tier accolades of the Black community and not what went on before, is what you're saying initially, right?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, and there's nothing wrong with that. 'Cause I mean, there's quote unquote Black history made every day, but we're going forward, but we still don't know exactly where we came from. You know what I mean? And we,
right,
whatever reason, still have this disconnect with Africa for whatever reason. Most, like, everybody here, let me break it down more. If you are a descendant of African slaves, majority, if not everybody here in America, feels like that's them and we're us, just because of how everything's just changed over the years. You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying.
Essentially, I mean, we're still the same. Yeah. Like, a lot of stuff that they do over there, we do also. We just do it in a little different way.
Yeah.
That's just how I feel about it. I just feel we should dig a little deeper. I don't know. Because I know when I did my Ancestry.com, it popped up 39% Nigerian. And I was like, oh, okay. I mean, I had an idea it was going to be one of the main ones, but I didn't know it was going to be like, bam, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that high of a percentage to like show in the forefront. And of course, there's some other stuff mixed in. Of course, like England for light skinnedness or whatever. But that's kind of forgiven. But
how do you know that ancestry stuff is true?
Well, this is how I look. Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, like, how do they do it exactly?
It was a saliva test. Yeah, that's what they use for their system.
Okay.
But I mean, I kind of already knew where it was going to point me in the direction of, just if you know how the slave trade worked, and everybody here is a descendant from someone from the Ivory Coast. You know what I mean? Of at least some of those countries, and that's where everything was like hitting. But just knowing where to kind of like narrow the search. There's also AfricanAncestry.com, which I really want to get into. They have two different tests for them, because they have one that traces down your father's line and one that traces down your mother's line also. And that can go like way deeper to find out, okay, where exactly everybody's at. You know what I mean? So that's what I've been really wanting to do. Yeah.
So is that one with a swab as well?
I'm not sure how to do theirs. I would imagine just for, because everything's through the mail, just to kind of keep it simple. Because I don't think anybody's going to be sitting at home trying to draw blood. I don't know how that's going to work. But I would imagine it's saliva or something of that nature.
This is so off the wall, but what if someone like had COVID and sent it in? That would be so evil.
Maybe this isn't the best time to do it.
It was random. I know.
Random, but
I mean, I mean, I haven't checked their websites lately. I mean, there might be a disclaimer saying, "Hey, we're gonna, hold off on these tests for a little bit." Maybe, I don't know, but I'd imagine there's
Those are the real essential workers.
yeah.
Right.
I don't know.
That's a good question.
Yeah. Okay. I ain't thinking about that. It's a good one though. All right, let's go ahead and jump into this thing because I can go on and on about that subject. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, the topic for today was the 7 deadly sins. Why are they deadly? But more so, because I don't want to have a long title on that little tiny card for our image. Just how that kind of plays into our day-to-day life today in regards to how that can lead to a deadly path. So if you're not familiar with the 7 deadly sins, we have pride, we have greed, wrath, envy, lust, gluttony, and sloth. Now, this is not to be directed to be a religious episode, just more of a self-awareness episode, if that makes sense. So let's start off with pride. All right. So I guess, what are some ways y'all can, y'all know, just looking out into the world, just some people that's just like, all right, man, like you got some pride, man. Now, I don't mean the good pride, because you can have good pride, but I mean like, hey, man, like.
I mean, trying to. I mean, to get with. I don't think I've ever actually ran into somebody with it. I mean, I've seen like multiple scenarios, like on movies and stuff like that, but it like I could say it goes back to one of our other subjects, the whole the one with would you let your girlfriend go out like this, or the the trust issue type situations, because you have some guys that they're gonna fight just because they want to show that they're the bigger person and you can't have what they got, and that's their pride, you know what I'm saying, type situation.
Okay, I feel you on that.
Like on the 5 Heartbeats, every night I come out, I gotta fight. To show my love.
No, I think some people have pride. It's different ways. You have some people who have too much pride and they won't accept help. Even when they're drowning or suffering, they can't put it to the side to accept that someone's helping them. Right. It's like I don't know if they think they're better, but it's like the pride is just so high they can't humble themselves to be like, yes, I need help. Please help me. Thank you. And then you have some people who have pride. I mean, it comes out to the same thing, but like even it could be getting a job. You know what I'm saying? Like I could know someone or have a connect and they don't want me to help them because it's me. And for some people, it's because I'm a woman and they're a man. Or for some, it could be woman to woman, or it could be a color thing too. Like it's just pride comes in so many forms and ways, from anybody. Some people, they're like arrogant. It kind of crosses the line. Like an artist, so to speak, they get on the stage and they just like really like have a lot of pride, like just too much confidence, which can tie into it because it's like they just think that they've arrived and they haven't even like taken off yet.
Right.
And so it's like you got to humble yourself. And again, it comes back to being helped to get to where you need to be. So it's just, it comes in different ways,
Okay, so I guess I could relate that first one to Chadwick Boseman. Great guy, obviously, above and beyond, does amazing things, but also he didn't let nobody know what was going on with him at the same time,
Yeah.
So, that could be, a sense of pride. And then you also got Donald J. Trump. He is what he is. And, he's definitely prideful. So he got the Proud Boys with him, what I'm saying? I don't know if they're still with him or not now, but that was some stuff I heard or whatever. Anyway, So I don't know. So I guess like in that sense, with pride, that can limit, I guess, certain help that could get you to somewhere else, because I guess like pride could also like lead to like, I guess, like a type of prejudice. You know what I mean? For certain things, it can be anything, because you're just like, like, nah, I don't want to. I don't know. It can bounce around a whole bunch of different things.
Yeah.
But you gave some really good examples.
Yeah,
And
that's what I'm
all,
saying. Like
all pride.
it all comes together, but at the end of the day, it comes down to pride, because you're too proud to humble yourself for whatever it could be.
Yeah. And I got me thinking even more now. I think it's gonna be like a little bit more clear cut, but nah, that's a really.
That's why pride is like it's really dangerous. Like,
Yeah.
it's good to have confidence, but you have to be careful. It's good to believe in yourself, but you have to be careful, and you have to know when you need help. You know, like even just talking about someone, you know, this whole COVID thing going on. Just think about how many people have too much pride to go out to the food banks, and the refrigerators are empty, and children are at home, and they don't want to go out and be seen at the food banks to accept the help, or the people that don't want to get unemployment or, you know, food stamps or whatever the case. Like, pride can be very dangerous. You know, I've actually dated someone who had a lot of pride, and like he had a clothing line, and I thought it was pretty dope, but he just had this thing where he did not want me to help him. One, because I was a woman, and two, because he didn't want me to ever say that he owed me anything. But it's like, let your pride go, because you know what I'm saying? If I'm offering to do something, that's what I do. Like, I help everybody. Right. So what makes you different? How can I go out and help all these other people and I'm not helping you? You know, and I see you going in the same circles, making the same mistakes. I'm trying to help you, but he had too much pride, so I couldn't help him. Like, I could only help him so much, I should say. So yeah, I mean, it just, again, it comes in different forms. I've had people where, you know, I try to help them get a job, and again, because I was a woman, or I was their girl, or, you know, they had a crush, whatever the case, the pride was holding them back from being like, thank you, let me go get this job so I could be better. You know, it was also that help that, like, I'm a man, you know, can't take no job from you. And so yeah, it hurts people bad.
Oh, by the way, can I hold $20?
Nope, because my birthday Saturday, so I'm accepting all cash apps.
Facts. I ain't mad at it. Not mad at it.
I'm just playing.
Okay, well, let's see. In regards to pride, definitely it's just that whatever that feeling of, you know, not wanting to do something because you feel that you can either do it yourself, or you, I don't know how to explain that. It's like, because it can fall into a whole bunch of different categories. Like in regards to, like with Chadwick, you know, it was in the right place, but, you know, because he didn't want to weigh down the people around him or to cause worry and things like that. I get, you know, but then, you know, in the case of like artists, it's like, you know, you think you're somewhere else, but yes, you have to carry yourself as a professional, but it can be too much, you know, if you not where you don't know your place, I guess, you know.
Right.
If you're not humbled, you know, in what you're doing and everything. So I don't know. Okay, I can see there's no clear-cut answer for these. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead to the next one. All right. Greed. Obviously, that's a one that's kind of like everywhere, you know.
Yeah. I mean, the thing behind greed, it looks like, you know, it's like people say nothing comes good out of it, you know, being greedy and trying to do too much, or being the one that's trying to get the most, you know, you end up, something else ends up happening bad. And I haven't seen too many instances where it was somebody being greedy and that what they got, you know, they got something worse.
So like saying You didn't see it where it did go worse, or
It
it did?
it did.
Okay, gotcha. Like, what was like one of those instances?
Like for me personally.
Or I mean, or it's,
Oh
you know,
yeah, like I seen like because I work in sales or whatever, but I've seen people where they would not, you're supposed to be team player when it comes to sales, and they didn't help somebody else, and then they had multiple returns, which entailed screwed up their sales for the new month. So like you're starting out in a negative position out of the gate, being greedy, because you could have helped that individual because they only needed 2 or 3. You're already well over where you need to be, and you couldn't that night say, hey, you take these. I'm good where I'm at.
got that workplace greed. Okay, especially with sales. Okay, I can see that. Okay, so
No, I mean, it's kind of the same thing. It's like just being too greedy, not knowing when to give. Like, it comes in different forms. Like you could have too many clothes in your house. People out here that need stuff. Like, at what point do you say, let me bless someone else? Because the more you give, the more you receive. Or, give unto, I forget how it goes. I don't even want to try to go into it, the scripture. But, that's the point. You're supposed to be able to bless other people. But some people are so greedy, they don't bless other people. Like, they win the lottery, they keep it all. They don't tithe, they don't give to people, they don't help homeless people, they don't do anything. No charities, nothing. It's just all of them. And then what happens? It goes just like that. You know what I'm saying? Stingy people, people. That's why when people pass away, that's why you see families fall apart. Greed.
Oh yeah,
Because people are looking for the money,
right.
and they're not thinking about the connections, the emotions, the stuff that needs to be done. Perhaps with the money, it's just me, 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 me. It becomes a
Where
a
the wheel
show.
at?
It happened to a famous celebrity not too long ago. They did not bury him until after the family agreed upon. Like
James Brown.
they had the
Yeah,
funeral
that's
and
fine.
everything, funeral and all, and they still hadn't put that man in the ground because the family was still arguing over his estate and how the will and everything was supposed to be split up. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
See, that's probably a Black History moment right there.
Yeah, man.
How long it take to get them? Okay.
Like dead serious. It's crazy.
Yeah. It was like 6 months or something. I know it was a long time.
It was a long time, dude.
Yeah, it might even have been longer than that. But yeah, I mean, people just get greedy. You know what I'm saying? And they forget where you came from. You forget where you started from. You know, and that's the whole thing to me. Like with a lot of these, I ain't even gonna say big like stars and stuff. Just people in general. You got to stay humble, and you got to remember who helped you up that ladder. Because the same way you went up, the same way you come down. And you'll come down faster than how you went up, And another person that I kind of looked at like that was Michael Jackson, because he got so famous, but it's almost like he forgot. He changed his religion, he changed different things, and you have to be careful with that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just changed. There was a lot of change going on. And so sometimes, I'm not saying that he truly did this, but sometimes that's how I look at it. It's like, is that why, so many things came down on him? Right. So many allegations and charges, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't always have to be money, or it can be other ways to attack your money, but greed is dangerous,
Yeah. Just real quick on the subject of him, I wonder if, well, I'm pretty sure it's so, but if he would have took time to get some therapy about himself, because he didn't like his dad so much or the likeness that he went through all the plastic surgery to like not look like that's strong. Like when you go out to spend money to not look like somebody, like that's okay. Anyway, yeah. So see, this is why I like having this discussion, because I get to hear like different viewpoints. Because like when you was mentioning about like the clothes and other things like that, yeah, you're right. I mean, that people can be greedy in fashion, not just money. You got people get all these kinds of cars. If they're not counting the sneakerheads, because I believe that is a legit what's the word I'm looking for? Like investment strategy and things like that. But you got some other people that just buy a whole bunch of shoes just to be having shoes.
But, a lot of sneakerheads, they still give though.
Oh
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's why I'm not counting them. Just in general as a all in one, because I know a lot of them do resale. Some give, and there is a whole method to the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
But you do got, whether it's a guy with a whole bunch of sneakers or a woman with a whole bunch of heels, it's like, wow, all these.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Let's see. Yeah. My mind is left me for a second. Yeah.
So what is greed to you?
For me, greed is just that want that can't get shut off. So, like, just say for instance, like I'm a DJ, but I want to have all the gigs. So I get I hit up everybody. I'm seeing who's playing where. I'm trying to, slide into their spot, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going over the top, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, one of two things are going to happen. Either one, I can't be everywhere at one time. Either two, I would have to come up with a company and then outsource these gigs to others and then get a cut from it off the top. Or I'm going to have a bad name for myself because all the ones that were out here working wherever they were working are now finding out that I'm trying to come in behind them and get all the stuff. And then I'm going to end up getting blackballed from the community, and it might be harder for me to get gigs later in the first place because I was so greedy. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Just an example.
Yep.
So it can come in different ways. But at the end of the day, those ones that can't shut off that want, it'll reflect badly on you because it's more so of how your peers look at you and how it affects your community when it comes to greed, I believe. If there was like a sum up to it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah. All right. Moving on to wrath. The one that's filled with anger and, uncontrollable. Now, keep in mind, it's anger, but it's past anger. You know what I mean?
Hate. Like this is like the worst.
Yeah, there's hate mixed into it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like you kind of. Okay, I guess to kind of give a symbolism to wrath is when people either say they either blanked out or they saw red and don't remember in between.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that stuff's scary.
Mm-hmm.
That's scary. That's a bad one. Like all of them are bad, but that's one of the ones that is like really, really scary because it's like they say, somebody can go from 0 to 100 in a split second, and those type that, whew, like bad things happen.
Yeah.
And then they're back to I don't remember. I didn't mean to. It's scary.
Yeah. Or what was it? Was some lady on TV did something crazy, and she's like, "Well, I wasn't on my medication," or something like that. Like, look, if you being off your medication led to something like that, man, look, you need some extra help. Like,
yeah, you need a home. You need a home with a room. Out in the room. Yeah, like wrath is dangerous. I mean, it all ties together though, because pride and all of that can lead to wrath.
Yeah. So you think maybe in a sense, well, maybe not all of them together, but in a sense that some of them can also connect to lead to the other. In a
Yeah,
sense.
most definitely.
Okay, I see that.
Yeah, because somebody could be so greedy that they hate someone else for what they have.
Which we
You know what I'm
gonna
saying?
that's gonna be another one. But
Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can see where it can tie, but back to wrath, I mean, like, wrath, I mean, you pretty much summed it up already. It's hate, anger, like, past it. And it's also like when somebody, was it eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth or something?
Yes.
Like, you're not supposed to you should never let he who angers you controls you. So
Yeah.
you should never let someone get to you that bad where you lose control of yourself and spaz out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're somewhere in there, you're supposed to be able to control yourself or find control.
Right.
And so sometimes that can come where you have to do boundaries, because sometimes your own family, they screw you over. So you have to take boundaries from even them or friends or, the workplace. Like, that's why, like, we used to have vacation days, right? And they changed it to personal time off, PTO. And so now when you're off, you're just off. Before, I would have to explain, I want a vacation day, I need a sick day, I need this day. No, it's personal time off, because at the end of the day, everybody needs a mental day. Somewhere along the line, somebody's gonna piss you off. Something's gonna, you know what I'm saying? It becomes overwhelming. So you gotta find a balance in your life and never let someone take so much of you where it takes you out of yourself. And in some instances makes you that angry. And going back, I'm speaking from a lot of experience on stuff, but going back to family and, dealing with like a funeral, so to say, again, these people get so greedy, they want the money, and then comes the anger, and then people do things to each other, all because it was over greed. So that's why I said it can tie
back.
to other stuff. And then you have some people who have so much pride that they can't realize where they're wrong, and they're greedy and they're angry. So that's why those are, like, to me, it's kind of a good thing that we're talking about this, the 7 deadly sins, but those 3 to me are dangerous in one.
yeah,
Because what if you have somebody who has that going on and now they're so angry? You know what I'm saying? Or
Right.
like, I don't know if you guys saw the article about Sci High. He got ran off the road. His car got shot up the other night here in Atlanta. And then they even came back and shot the car up again.
oh, that's the
They
one that
ran
was
him off the road.
on the interstate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he ran off into the woods. So he doesn't know who did it. But let's just say this is somebody who is so jealous of him. You know what I'm saying? They were that angry. They ran him off the road, shot up his car, but then they came back to shoot it up again. Like, that's beyond cuckoo. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That person needs to be locked up, throw the key away, and let them think about that by themselves. So yeah, I'm done.
you good. But I was also thinking, in regards to that, could someone display that without the physical signs? Like, could someone be a quiet person with wrath? That sleeper cell, like just waiting for that right moment. Like, oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, they're malicious.
Yeah.
People with malice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why some people, when they murder somebody or hurt somebody like that, like, I think they should get whatever the judge gives them and more, because you planned it, you premeditated it, and you did it with malice. You were so angry or jealous or whatever the case
Whatever
was.
the case may be.
Spaz that bad. Like, yeah, you're crazy. Like, something is deeply wrong with you.
Yeah. But the thing is it's hard to find out because they never tell. It's like, what made you that angry? Like, some of them do tell. It's like, yeah, this, and it's usually jealousy or things of that sort.
Yeah. Now, I was looking back at the list and I was like, you know what? I didn't say vanity. So I'm trying to figure out, is one of these wrong, or is that supposed to be in place of something else? Because wasn't vanity one of them too? No,
What is vanity?
it's like, loving yourself. You kind of like in the mirror, and you just
So full of yourself.
like self-absorbed, and all
Yeah.
that.
I think that goes into something else, right? I don't know.
Okay. Oh, well. All right. Wrath is bad. All right, let's go. All right.
Like that is bad, okay?
Breath is
Yeah,
bad.
watch out for those people with that, because those are the ones that are probably on that path to either shooting somebody, about to get shot by somebody, something terrible is about to happen within the vicinity of somebody that has wrath. So yeah, watch out. That one's definitely deadly. 'Cause that just makes me think about the incident up at beside Habiba's. What's the name of the spot? Coliseum.
Oh, yeah.
When Buddy came in there and whatever happened with the girl, the security guy tried to get him out, whatever. And then they thought it was done. And then all of a sudden, Buddy wanted to come back around the back with a gun. And, all this other stuff happened. Like, bro, you couldn't have just left, like, call it a night? Nah.
Right. Like, why are you that mad?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, some people just really need help. Like, why are you that mad? Like, and then sometimes, like, I've gotten mad before where I've even asked myself, like, are you crazy? Like, what made you get that? How did you let so-and-so make you that mad? Like, that mad that you had to do all of that. And now you still sitting here looking like a fool. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
Yeah.
but some people just don't have that leverage, or not leverage, but they don't have that control to snap back and stop.
Yeah.
They just keep going, and then it's all bad, and now it's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean for it to happen, but what's done is done.
Yep. All right, let's see. Moving on to envy. No correlation with DJ Envy. Envy. So, sorry, that was stupid. I don't even know why I said that. So, all right, yeah, envy. You see somebody, they got something you like or whatever, and you just ain't got the juice. So you like, damn, man, I want that. Like, how y'all feel about envy?
Envy is just as dark as the rest of them, because envy will turn into wrath. Like we said before, it comes back into jealousy. Envy is jealousy. So, like you said, how could somebody be that jealous of somebody, or possibly angry at that somebody, that they would do something like that?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people take it over the top, and it's just like, man, it was just like the small thing, the small item. Like, you could have worked just as hard as that person and gotten that, but you took it to that level.
Yeah.
That I've seen people lose their jobs from envy. Someone lying on them, or accusing them of stealing, or
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? People do stupid things. They get jealous and envious, and they don't know. Again, they lose control, and before you know it, they might tell one small lie, and it turns into the big lie, to the big lie, to the big lie, and before you know it, it's blown out of proportion. But I think envy is very dangerous as well. We've had cases where women stole other people's babies.
Yep.
Yeah.
They were envious of them being able to conceive, because some women can't. Or their marriage, relationships,
Yep.
even personal, like friendships, not even, relationship. What do you call it? Relationships, but intimate relationships, but friendships.
Yeah.
Personal friendships.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, it can go like so many ways. And it's because somebody has that hate in their heart. And they, rather ruin what you have going on and see you suffer than to go work to get their own, or swallow their pride and let you help them.
Right. Or curveball, what about some of those people out there that actually go and get the plastic surgery to look like another celebrity or someone else?
It's crazy.
Like,
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Be your own person. Like,
yeah.
don't try to be somebody else exactly, because your journey is not their journey. And your journey might be 100 times better than their journey, but you're too busy trying to follow and do exactly what they're doing and envious of what they're doing that you lose your path and your guide and light to your journey.
Yeah.
And now it's gone.
Yeah.
And so I said, like you have people that always want to be seen, always want to be heard.
Yep.
Those are people that have envy in them. You know what I'm saying? Like, sat down, you know, like at the church. Oh, that's another one. Church. You always got that one motherfucker that cannot sing, but gonna be up there on the mic every time the organ start.
Yeah.
Can't hold a note. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're so, and then somebody else come in and they can sing. Then my mic. You know what I'm saying? So you're so jealous hearted, you know?
You know what? When you said that with a lot of the ones we just covered, just in the church alone, you hit a nail on the head. Oh man.
All of this be in the church
Yeah.
house. It doesn't, it's not just in the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was in the Bible. I mean,
Yep.
you know, you had different people jealous of different people, all the way down to Jesus's disciples. You know what I'm saying? Like there was something going on in there, you know? So, I mean, it's just, I don't know why we're like that, but people are.
Yeah. All this free will. I don't want all this extra stuff. Just let me just go through life normal now. Maybe it is normal. I don't know. What was I about to say about that also? I just lost my thought. That's terrible. I'll come back to it.
Look, okay,
It's all
so
good.
like this is like just life. You never had anybody jealous of you? Like I've had somebody go as far as getting the same car as me.
Wow.
And my car came with a spoiler and tent. Had a sports package. Well, theirs wasn't a sports package, and they didn't know that. But they bought my car. It had a sunroof, but they went and got the spoiler added and got the tent. And then it was like, oh, we got the same car. It's like, no, we really don't. But just think about how crazy that is.
Yeah.
Right.
Or, you know, for ladies, go buy your new shoes. Girl, I got these shoes. And then you pull up to the club and then somebody got on your shoes that's in your circle. Like, that disturbs me.
Well, or even, you know, whether it's a guy or a girl going after their friend's significant other because they want that person. Like, that's a whole other thing in itself, too.
Do they want that person or do they want that life, how that person's being treated? So they think. Because you know how sometimes people look from the outside in and they think it's so beautiful, so perfect. So then they want that, but you don't know what you're lusting after.
Yeah, I can see that.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're so greedy, but you have no idea what it could be. It's all over Lifetime. Just look at Lifetime.
She said, just watch Lifetime.
Right.
You get it.
Just watch it every day.
And one movie at a time. Yeah, all of them.
Not one movie at a time.
I'm saying all the scenes are in one movie each.
Straight up.
All in them. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Well, you already kind of touched on it just now, which next one's going to be lust. So, I mean, I guess it sounds kind of obvious, you know, when I think about it, you know. Well, no. My first inclination was in regards to, I don't want to say romance, but, you know, opposite sex or whatever you're attracted to in regards to that. But then my mind just took a left turn and then a whole bunch of other stuff popped in my mind. So I'm going to let y'all talk first before I just start going on a tangent.
I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be like relationship or like, you know, that in that route, the love life route, is also you can lust over another man's car or another person. Just like she was just explaining, somebody went out and got the same exact car because she got it. You know what I mean? And again, spins off into the rest of them pretty much. Like they all link up together.
Lust can be dangerous too. You know, I mean, I guess it is 7 deadly sins, but you know what I mean. They all have a dark side, and so lust has its dark side too. Like you get into, got these people, they start dating, and normally 9 times out of 10, I ain't even gonna say that. I'll take that back. People start dating, and they get so caught up in their feelings, they're lusting behind this person, and it's not even there yet. But they, next thing you know, they cuckoo. Now they pulling up. Here comes the race. Here comes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, what you talk to him for? You jealous?
Yeah.
Why'd you look at him like that? Back to our topic that night, that day, you know, you go out with your girl. Why are you looking at her? You know, it's just, or vice versa, girl with the guy, you know, because girls do it too. And then I never been in a, homosexual relationship. However, I've worked with my manager, my first job. Oh my God. She used to beat her girl up every day at the job, like every day. It was for the dumbest stuff. Like they just be back there. It is, at the end of the day, you cannot love someone that you hurt them.
Yeah.
So you're lusting, you know what I'm saying? Like you think it's love.
Okay.
But you want this idea, this image, this whatever, but you couldn't, because if you're hurting that person, that's not love. Love doesn't hurt. Not like that.
Right.
It's not supposed to anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So definitely in the sense of, you know, I don't want to say love, but, you know, in relationships, obviously, you know, we can see how that goes. And then we can also see how you mentioned in regards to materialistic things that someone else may have because, you know, you're envious in that, or lusting in that sense. But I'm trying to think. No, but lust. Because you
Lust
can
goes deeper though.
Yeah, because like you could be a thief and want something so bad and go after it or whatever. Or yeah, I mean that could apply to a whole bunch of stuff.
Mm-hmm. It could be a lot of stuff. I mean,
Or even just wants, you know, just simple wants that you want, you know.
Yep.
But I guess what differentiation? Okay, this is the main question for this. Here we go. What differentiates a want from a lust? A simple want that turns it into a lust. What changes it from here to here? What's the difference?
For me, it's when you can't make the disconnect, when you realize you can't have it.
Yeah.
And
That's
you can't
when
make the
it
disconnect to let it go. You're still lusting it.
Yeah.
And now it's driving you crazy. Now you're starting to do crazy things.
Yeah.
Losing control.
Okay. I like that.
Just like people in my 600-pound life. Like they lust food. You know, most of them, if you watch it, unfortunately, I swear every episode they've had some type of issue in their childhood where something happened to them and it's trauma, and they turn to food, but they lust the food that they can't let it go. Now they're on this show because they're 600 pounds, 700 pounds, 800 pounds, because they eat so much. Like if you watch some of them, they eat what the three of us plus some more will eat in a setting by themselves.
Yep.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why that's how I look at it. When they don't even have the control to say no, and they just keep going for it.
Well, speaking about that, let's go ahead and roll to the next one. We have Gluttony.
Right on into it.
It's like the third time.
Well, you know it, you know.
Yeah.
But,
Same thing.
yeah. So now this is the tricky one for me because the obvious example would be what SoSo said, you know, about 600-pound life. Someone's overweight. They can't stop eating. Okay, cool. But then would you count these like super small, skinny people that be on YouTube and like hot dog competitions that be like just scarfing down like all this food that like a ridiculous like amount?
So,
Or do you have to be fat to be a glutton?
no.
But with that's more, they train for those situations. They just figure out that they can eat a mass amount of certain stuff, and then it's just like an actual sport. They train for it. So, I mean, I wouldn't consider that because they actually learn how to expand their stomachs to hold so much food and all that stuff. So it's just like any other sport. You know, you learn your body and how it adapts to whatever sport you're doing. So I wouldn't consider that gluttony because they know when to stop. They have that, like SoSo was saying in the last subject, they know that disconnect. It's this is just for competition. I can eat a lot, but I don't necessarily have to have all this to fill me up necessarily.
Okay. All right. So we won't count the ones in the competitions, but what about some of those that just do the YouTube videos just to be just doing it for views? You know what I mean?
I mean,
That be in the same category, or is it just like,
I think it's like this one's kind of tricky. So your body is supposed to be your temple, right? So you're supposed to take care of your temple. So if you're out here drinking excessively, eating excessively to the point that you're going to harm yourself and you don't have a disconnect somewhere, then to me, that's gluttony. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like the competition people, there's a cutoff somewhere, like Scoob said, or even the YouTube people, there's a cutoff somewhere. They're not going to sit there and just kill themselves off. You know, you have a few here and there that are dumb and do these challenges and kill themselves. But for the most part, there's a cutoff somewhere. You know, you go to a bar, minimum, most people will probably cut off about 3 drinks, maybe 4, you know what I'm saying? But
People say that,
there's a cutoff. Like every Scoob has a cutoff. You have a limit. I have a limit. And we know when it is because we know what's next. I'm going to have a hangover. I'm going to be sick, you know, alcohol poisoning, like different factors come in, you know what I'm saying? So you know your limit. So that's how I look at it. Yeah.
Because you can have somebody that has like a condition where if they let's just say diabetics, for instance, you have some diabetics that are just, they know they're not supposed to eat certain things, but they just love eating them so much they don't care about their health. So they're going to do it anyways because they like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. They're so
engulfed
obsessed.
They're so
engulfed. That's a better word.
They're so engulfed into it that they just can't let it go.
Yeah.
You know, I wonder what the cholesterol levels are of some of these people. Like, not even just the fat ones, like, but just like any of them that be eating like that. Like it's got to register something like off the chart. It's got to. Like,
but that's what I'm saying. Like even like my 600-pound life, like that's why he's sending them through those psych evaluations because Dr. Now be like, "What's wrong with you?" Like he come in the room, he be like, "How you doing? Hello, Dr. Now." And he be like, "What are you here for today?" And they be like, "Oh, I'm ready to lose weight." And he be like, "Oh yeah, then why you didn't do it before you come here?" And people think that he's mean, but I get what he's saying. Like, why? If you want to come into my program, what makes it different now? Than before. And then they'll be like, "Well, I don't want to die. I think I'm at the end of my rope." So then he'll even come back like, "Well, then why didn't you stop it before? You knew when you ate that food what it's gonna do to you." You know what I'm saying? Like and I don't think he's mean. I get where he's coming from. It's like, so I do this surgery on you, you still could kill yourself because I do this surgery and you still overeat. So then what? So he has to figure out where they are and if they really can do it.
That's good. That's good. I like that. I mean, I never like seen the episodes. I heard about it
every Wednesday. So.
Please
locked in.
No,
I don't even know why I watched that show, but I don't know. Something's wrong with me.
Well, look, Ricky Smiley be talking about it all the time.
It's the same reason why I like to watch serial killers. I want to know why.
Lord have mercy.
Hey, I'm not crazy, I promise. I just want, in some instances, you just want to know why. Like, you want to know what made that person do what they did. What was the mind process? What were you processing while you were doing this situation? You know?
Yeah, I feel you.
Okay. All right, let's see. I think we got gluttony pretty much covered because, I mean, gluttony, it is what it is. You eat a lot, and that's pretty much it. Like, I don't think that can really apply to anything else because it is about eating in itself. So I think that's pretty much done. Now, the last one I have here is sloth. And boy, there's a lot of sloth people around because I'm like, man, y'all need to get up, get out, and do something and not let the days of your life pass by. So what do y'all think about this one?
Yeah. I mean, it's says it in itself. I mean, the world is an opportunity, man, regardless of your past or whatever you do. A lot of people try to use that as a crutch. Oh, well, they're not going to do this for me because I did X, Y, and Z. Well, you don't know if you don't ask. You know what I mean? But a lot of people feel like everybody wants everything handed to them fast. So that makes this society more sloth than anything because everything is given to them so quickly.
It's a microwave generation right now. Really, I think we're a microwave society.
Because if you think about it right now, what is everybody trying to do right now? Go viral. Because they found out that I could just sit at home all day and make a couple 30-second videos and I could go viral for doing something funny.
So
And
I go
now
put hair glue in my hair.
Yeah. It's not now I don't have to sit. I can sit at home on my butt 7 days a week and maybe do 5 hours of work.
Right. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I think, well, just kind of just touching on that for a quick second. Who was it that they said that they went to go see somebody that I was at the comedy show, and they were talking about that they were going to go meet some girl that had like so many million views or whatever, or subscribers or whatever the case was, or followers or whatever. And when he got to her place, he said, you would not believe where she lived
It's
because
still
it was,
broke.
yeah, it was that bad. And just like, but the front game is like serious, man.
Yeah.
I'm about to say.
Yeah. But
What's up? So to say, I was gonna bounce back too, but go ahead.
to me, man, you gotta help yourself if you want people to help you. That's how I look at it. Like, as a single mom, I got help, but I didn't sit and wait for help. So I did by any means necessary, which means I cut my cable off, save that money. I did Uber Eats after work. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did what I had to do. You know what I mean? But I didn't sit and wait for somebody to be like, oh, let me help you. And so I just feel like with Sloth, I struggle with people like that because I just feel like you got to work for what you want. Like Scoop said, and if you need help, the help is going to come because somebody's going to see you working, pushing.
Right.
So naturally somebody's going to help you. God's going to bless you. You know what I'm saying? Like, people would be like, oh, the Lord's going to help me. The Lord is this. Yeah, he is. But he like in the Bible, like Sloth is in the Bible too. He don't want you to be lazy. So if you sitting up there being lazy, you know what I'm saying? He not going to hold on. Help is on the way. Yeah, it is, but might not be for you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're just sitting there. Like, I'm not being funny, but some people, they just sit and wait and complain and wait with their hand out. You know what I'm saying? And meanwhile, you getting up every day. You dog tired. You exhausted mentally, physically, but you're working. And so your reward is coming. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I do like seeing now is so many entrepreneurs winning and not just sitting and waiting, like to see people work, to see people take initiative and be innovative and just do stuff. Like, I think that's so amazing, especially younger people.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, there's definitely way more younger people doing stuff now than I can remember when I was a kid. Like, but at the same time, I feel that they or at least their parents figured it out for them to help them do that. Because I know, like, don't get me wrong, I love my mom, I love my dad, you know, God rest his soul. But if I knew some things at a young age that I do now, it's like a pinch of it, man, boy. Because, you know, growing up for us, well, I don't know how y'all felt, but it was like you could be whatever you want to be when you got old enough. It wasn't like I can be whatever I want to be now. Like that mentality was not a thing when we came up. And it's just like now it's like, well, hey, honey, you want to do a show? All right, let's do a show. And then boom, you start a show. And then either it gets picked up or it don't get picked up. You know, like what's Ryan? Like Ryan is in Walmart and all kinds of stuff. And he got video games and you name it, he's probably got it. Like all because his mom said, hey, let's start a channel. They had fun with it. And it just blew up.
Yeah.
Crazy. But I did want to ask, because I now remember, because that's the first time I heard this term. You said microwave society, or what was it?
Yeah, microwave society, microwave generation.
So, like, explain that to me a little bit, because it's the first time I'm hearing it.
So, like Scoob said, it's a right now. You know, you do have a lot of right now people. Like, all right, so like, Javi, for instance, right? Javi's been grinding since he was 12. His work ethic sometimes he outworks me. Like he gets up, it could be 5 a.m. He'll go to the studio. I might not see him till 1 a.m. He's gonna go right back at 5, sometimes 4, 3. You know, I might wake up, he's gone again. Took an hour, 2 hours. So he works. So his catalog is out of this world, right? But then when we're out here at these shows, I deal with artists who have 2 songs and be like, you gotta get me on. That's the best example I could give. Yeah. And I struggle because I'm just like, take away that he's my son.
Right.
I struggle because first of all, you're a whole grown person. Second of all, you gotta work for this. Nothing is given. Now, I shouldn't say nothing is given. It is given. I think I do, like I said, God blesses those who work, who do what they have to do. So it can be given once you put in and show, you know what I'm saying, that you deserve it. Right. Why do you deserve it? What are you going to do with it? And that's how I look at that. So we do have a lot of microwave people out here. We have people, the Gorilla Glue girl, like to get famous, you got your money, you got your 2 minutes of fame. So now what? You know what I'm saying? Right. You know, we got these reality shows. They come out of nowhere and they're making their money, and you know what I'm saying? It helps them beat with the real, you know, and that's why some of the old school artists, DJs, like you'll hear them go back and forth kind of, because some of them do feel slighted because they're like, man, we had to get it out. We had to, you know, get out there and put our feet to the concrete, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? These kids now, they just get on social media, go viral. They get streams. They're not really selling albums, you know? So that's why you have that going on, because that's where they look at it. They call them the microwave generation. Okay. And then I just said microwave society because I think it's past this generation. I think there are some, you know, grown people who are starting to get that way. You know, in the middle of this pandemic, freaking PPP loan comes out. Look how many people scammed it to get ahead, you know what I'm saying? Or the unemployment stuff. Like all of that, it's going to hurt us later. You know, it's going to hurt you later if you scammed it, because they're going to come get you. You know, the government don't play about their money. It might take them a minute, but they're going to get you.
So it's like going years.
Yeah. So you feel what I'm saying? So that's why I say it's like I believe we're more of a microwave society now. I mean, even down to our food. How much natural food do you buy now? Or now everything is microwavable. You can steam your vegetables in the microwave, in the bag. You know, like You can
or
get
even
a,
the little air fryer or something.
yeah, or yeah,
Still, but same,
yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
But all that radiation going into it, but it's a right now situation. You know what I'm saying? Even down to your freaking potatoes. Like, did you know you can just buy them wrapped, throw them in the microwave, and then they're done? But I remember growing up, my mom baked a baked potato. It took a long time for that potato to get done in the oven.
Man,
You know,
what?
because it had to
Yeah.
heat through. So like, I just, you know, it's just real, like real stuff that I look at, and it's like, dang. Even our cars got these electric cars now. You know.
Yeah.
Remember back in the day, you had to warm your car up and the carburetor and all that stuff. Like
Right.
now you just it's ready to go.
Yeah. Okay. Put me on game. Okay, because I was behind on that one. I'm sorry. I'm too much going on. Okay. All right. So, all right. As a little a wrap up, we talked about pride, greed, wrath, envy, lust, gluttony, sloth. For the final question, is there a single one that is worse than all of them, or is it probably, as y'all said before, maybe the combination of a few that just makes it where you're like, wow, watch out for that person?
Not really, because they're all equally bad. I mean, there's no worse than the other, because at the end of the day, with all of them, there's a bad ending for it all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I mean, they all correlate perfectly fine, you know, but they just have individualities of their own to where it leads to that bad situation or that bad ending that you had.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know if one is worse than the other. I don't think any sin is greater than another sin. So sin is a sin, right? But in the case of these, if you see the signs, you know what I'm saying? Like one can connect to the other to the other. So if you're with somebody who's jealous, like you got to watch that. You know, you do have to stop and say, you know, because what comes out of that? What comes next? You know, they
Right.
get so angry. What's going to happen? So yeah, you do have to be careful if you see somebody, you know, showing you, because people show you who they are who they are. Blessed to believe it.
That's true.
And I don't care how much they say they change or gonna change or want to change, like, and they might, you know, but I don't want to be the test dummy to find out.
Right.
Yeah. For me, I don't think there's a one that covers all of them, but I do believe, as you know, we've stated before, that a combination of them is pretty bad. Like as you were saying, like the greed the envy can turn to greed, and then the greed can turn to either wrath, or even you can mix lust in there also. You know, it can all go very, very badly in so many different ways, depending on what is pertaining to the subject matter, you know, whether it's a person or an item or a lifestyle or whatever the case may be. Yeah. So yeah, definitely some bad stuff.
And you just kind of trigger something else, like even with pride, because if a person knows that they're in a relationship, right, and that is no good, sometimes we have too much pride to let that relationship go, because we don't want to be looked at as a failed relationship or a failed marriage or whatever the case, right? And depending on what was going on in that relationship, that's bad, because your pride is in the way and you're stuck in this mess. You see what I'm saying? And that can attack your finances. That don't even mean, you know, physical or mental abuse. Like you gotta look at your finances. Like, are they bad with money? You know, they're greedy and they jacking up your bank account. You know, so like it's just so many things that pride can lead to. So yeah, when you said that, it kind of triggered that.
Cool. I think at the end of the day, in regards to any, if not all of them, is that we all have to take a second and get to a place where we can have self-reflection. And you know, whether that comes through meditation, prayer, you know, just saying woosah or whatever the case may be, and you can really see a lot of what you're doing, what's going on around you by just taking that little second to just check in and be like, okay, you know what? I might be tripping. Maybe just, did she really say that? You know what? It ain't that serious. Like, let that stuff go. So we all just need to take that moment to kind of just chill. Just chill, just in whatever sense it is, just chill, man. Like, put that extra hot dog down, just chill, man. Like, look, you don't need that car, man. Just chill. Look, that's his girl. Just chill, man. Just chill. Yeah, that's gonna be the new thing. Just chill. All right. So I know SoSo got to get up out of here. So just real quick, anything coming up this week before I give the topic for next week and everything?
Puppies are getting ready to get up out of my house. They're about to go. Coconut is leaving on Sunday. She's gonna be making a lovely trip. He's gonna be making a trip down to Georgia. That's to his forever home.
Okay. Welcome.
Yeah.
You gonna cry?
No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm gonna cry tears of joy. Yes.
You gonna be a sad grandpa.
Sad nothing. I'm gonna be happy. Yes.
I hear
Prep
you.
looking up like,
Right.
Back to one dog, man. It's gonna be great.
She gonna be sad. Her children leaving.
She'll be all right.
she half pay attention to them kids now.
She'll be all right.
Yeah. Well, I will be turning 40.
Whoop, whoop. Turn up.
One more day.
28.
Huh?
Every time I thought you were 28.
I know. I wish, child. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm actually like feeling really anxious. It's so weird. I don't know. I feel like I'm just like one emotional person lately. But yeah. Oh, that might be Pisces. Anyway. But yeah, I'll be turning 40 before we get back on here. So yeah, when I come back, I'll be old. So 10, what is it, about 10 more years? I can get my AARP card. So
But actually, you can sign up for AARP.
I know. Did I ever tell you my aunt adopted some young girls back in the day? They were just very mischievous. And they ordered some AARP cards in their name though. So the cards came, it had their name. They thought it was credit cards.
Oh Lord.
That was like the funniest thing ever. It's like,
that's hilarious.
That just goes back to show you how when you're a kid, sometimes you're just so dumb. Order some old people cards. Yeah.
You have to order nothing.
You just ordered a piece of plastic. That's what you just got.
Right.
It had all their little names on it and everything.
Well, shoot. One time, for anybody listening, I'm sorry for your ears, but happy birthday to you.
Hey,
Happy
birthday
to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Dracos.
Happy birthday to you.
Google like a delay.
Birthday.
Hey. Yeah, grateful. Thank you. I thought you was about to do the birthday chick because you was like one time I was like, oh.
Oh, well.
Watch out now. Let me find out. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Very welcome. And we're going to try to make those events. And
Don't try to do both. Try to one or the other.
One or the other.
Yeah, you got to drive. That's a lot.
I mean, I can.
If you popping,
Let's see. Only thing I got going on is on Saturday, I'm be in Columbia all day. Got a brunch in the morning, Saved by the Bell themed. And it's gonna be interesting. It's first time doing a brunch. And a Saved by the Bell themed brunch. So it's gonna be interesting. And that night is gonna be another drag show, actually across the street from where I'm gonna be, which I will let y'all know what what that location is. So I got it all on my phone. But yeah, I'll be in Columbia for that. And let's see what we're gonna be talking about next week. Let's see.
Bang. Bang.
What happened?
We have that was good over here too. Losing Self in Survival, brought to you by y'all. Losing Self in Survival. And we're also going to have with us on that show the Just Another Week podcast. Shout out Keats Ali. They're going to be checking in with us for that episode. So, yeah, that's going to be fun. Oh, that's going to be party day. Oh, we got to do that early. Yeah, that's party day. We got to do that early so we can make it down there.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, y'all do. Yeah.
Cool. All right, shoot. We have everything good. Go. So, any last words before we get up out of here?
No, it's a good topic today.
Yeah, because I wasn't really sure how it's going to go, but I know there's going to be somewhat of a snowball effect, and we did good. So, yeah.
Yeah, and again, these are the views and opinions of us. I don't know what's the whole disclaimer that they use when they be doing stuff like that.
But yeah, usually
not
it's not the
views
views
of Buzzsprout or YouTube. These are solely the views and opinions of the Tough Talk podcast crew.
And also, before I forget, I had to sort this out to make it look more readable. For all y'all on the listening apps, I need to work this in on YouTube. I'm lazy on YouTube. I'm sorry. If y'all watching this, I make it, I put it up, and I forget it. That's it. I'm done. I need to work on that part. But for all y'all listening on the audio apps and stuff, scroll down just a little bit, and in the link in the show notes, it lets Buzzsprout know if you click on that little button there that you get a $20 Amazon gift card if you sign up for a paid plan if you're trying to start a podcast. So, it helps support our show, helps support your show from the get-go. You know what I'm saying? Well, sort of get-go. But you're going to get the $20 Amazon gift card. So don't worry about that. And also don't forget, it's tax season. If you didn't file your taxes just yet, www.turbotaxsucksass.com for the 100% free filing. You have several different options on that site to choose from. You have TurboTax, H&R Block, Tax Act, Tax Slayer, Easy Tax Return as your choices for free filing. And it's 100% as long as you're not making over X amount of money. If you actually making decent amount of money, they can't help you. It's for regular folks. So we're gonna go ahead and jump off this thing. We will see y'all next time. I don't mean to say it like that, but I mean it is regular folks. Ain't talking about the millionaires.
What is your definition of regular? Oh, it's fine. Bye, everybody. Pisces season is upon us. Get ready, get ready.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram at Tough Talk Podcast. That's